So how to be happy in life? Well, let me start off by asking you a couple of questions. Are you happy? If you were to grade yourself on a scale of 0 to 100, where are you on that scale? And do you make happiness a priority? Is it something you're looking to develop? Do you even believe that you can develop it, that you can improve it? Well, according to the World Happiness Report, we are globally actually becoming gradually more happy over time. But this is still a really big problem for so many people. There are lots of people who struggle with happiness, they just can't quite figure it out. And it's no wonder really, because it's not as if it's a subject that we're ever taught in school. We're not shown how to use our mind in a way that creates feelings of happiness. We're not shown how to create habits that cultivate a sense of joy, fulfillment and satisfaction. So this is obviously a big subject, so I'm going to be doing a series on it. But in this video, I want to just share with you a really quick technique you can use to help you kickstart your own happiness, something that will give you an almost immediate benefit. Hi, I'm Stephen Burns from Mind School, and I've been a practicing therapist, coach and trainer for around about 22 years. And in this video, I want to share with you a really cool and simple technique that can help you increase your levels of happiness. And like I said, this is a really big subject, so I'm going to be doing an entire series on happiness. So if you want to keep an eye out for those videos, I'm sure they'll make a big difference to your life. So just before we begin, if you're into this kind of content, if you could like, subscribe, hit the bell. Hey, if you do that, you'll make me happy. But it really does help with the channel, so I would massively appreciate it. Also, if you want to put in the comments what your tips are for happiness, I'd love to hear what you think. So this technique is based on the idea that happiness is subjective. Your happiness will be very different to my happiness, and my happiness will be very different to someone else's happiness. And the reason why I say that is because there are a lot of people out there on YouTube and blogs telling you how you should live your life to be happy. So they'll say things like the key to happiness is relationships, the key to happiness is gratitude, the key to happiness is to have good friends, the key to happiness is to exercise, the key to happiness is to achieve your goals. And it's not that that's bad advice. In fact, that's all pretty good advice for some people. But the issue with it is that they are projecting their version of happiness on you. And that might fit, it might match with you, but at the end of the day, your happiness is up to you. No one else gets to decide that. So it's really, really important as a starter to consider what happiness means to you, to do an exploration so that you understand what it subjectively means to you. So that's where the technique comes in. What you want to do is you want to start off by asking this question: what does happiness mean to me? And by doing this, you're exploring happiness from the inside out. You're starting to appreciate it, what it means uniquely for you, not for wee Johnny, your pal, or Jeannie, or Samantha, or Jacob, or Utah. Okay, I'm just plucking names out of the air, and I think that last one was actually an American state, but anyway. But you're exploring what happiness means subjectively and uniquely to you. So what you want to do is you want to do this in a very specific way. So I'd recommend you ask this question several times in the evening before you go to bed. And then you want to ask it several times again, first thing in the morning when you wake up. And you want to do that for a week, and then just kind of let it settle throughout the day. Let it percolate in the back of your mind. And anytime you get some insights, you then want to write those insights down in a journal, or maybe on a note on your phone or whatever. And the reason why this works is because you're setting an intention with your conscious mind, and you're then allowing your subconscious mind to consider this way after you initially ask the question. There's actually a lot of research done in this, that when we ask the brain a question, we consider that question subconsciously many, many times after the initial asking of that question. So it's a great way of enlisting the help of your subconscious mind. Another reason why this works is because it's based on an age-old creativity process that was outlined by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, and I'm pretty sure I've got the pronunciation right. In fact, hey Mihai, if you're watching this video, let me know. I don't think he's watching this video, but anyway. So he wrote a book, Mihai Csikszentmihalyi wrote a book called Flow. It's a fantastic book, it's well worth checking out. And in it, he outlines a creativity process. It's a very simple process. He calls it preparation, incubation, and insight. And what he says is, we often don't get insight into a problem or something we're thinking about when we're actually focusing on it. We usually get the insight when we just kind of let it go. We work on something, we let it go, we go into what we call the incubation period where we relax, we have some downtime, and boom! That's when we get the aha moment. So maybe it's when you're in the bath or you're going out for a run or you're doing some other form of exercise. That is usually the time where we get some kind of insight. I love using this process. If I'm working hard on a subject during the day, I like to go for a run in the evening. And anytime I go for a run, I get all kinds of new insights into the subject. I always keep my phone with me. I'm standing by the road going, oh my God, that's amazing. So that's why this can work really well. When you're asking the question, you're doing your preparation, you're doing your work, you're focusing on a topic, you're setting an intention. But then you just kind of let it go, you let it percolate, you go about your day, you go into the incubation period or the incubation phase. And then from that, you just naturally start to get insights. Your subconscious is working away in the background and you gain all kinds of really cool insights into what happiness means to you. So I'd recommend that you do that for a week and you jot down any insights that come to mind in your journal. And at the end of the week, you then want to look at the list in your journal, the mad scribblings that you've made over the week, and you want to start to look for themes. Usually people have maybe 2, 3 or 4 themes that are just really important that would bring them the greatest amount of joy and happiness. Now, of course, I can't tell you what your themes are. They will be unique to you. But for me, the themes that emerge are always things like discovery and learning. That's where I get most of my happiness. When I'm reading books, when I'm discovering new things, when I'm developing, when I'm learning. Oh, it just makes me feel absolutely amazing. Other themes that come to for me are things like belonging, connection, making a difference, sharing, creating. So you want to look at your list and come up with maybe 2 or 3 themes. You can have more than that if you like. You don't want to have like 10 themes. And those are the things that will give you the greatest amount of joy and happiness. So from there, you then want to have a think, okay, well, what activities could I do that would satisfy those themes? What goals could I create? And then brainstorm from there. So that is the technique. It's a great way just to kickstart the process of increasing your levels of happiness. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and like I said, this is a huge topic, so I'm going to be doing future videos on the subject. So if you like this, please like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, just so that I can keep you up to date with future videos. So give this technique a go, do it for a week, and I'd love to hear what your themes are. If you can post them in the comments, that would be absolutely amazing. So enjoy the technique, and I'll see you later on.